Two very good races in Spa and Monza. Can we make it the third time in a row in Singapore?
I hope. That's touch wood. I mean, I think it was a very good races in Spa and Monza. We didn't win the race, but it was very good points. And really looking forward to have a great race in Singapore. It's not really a track that I was very lucky in the past. I was even pole position in 2008, winning the race. So, but I was not very lucky. So now we need to try to be lucky and to put all things together to have a great result there.
Is racing at night a problem, or the light is enough?
No, it's not a problem. I think for sure it's not like the day, but you have a good visibility. I mean, you have a good light that you can see everything you need, so it's not a problem.
How do you cope with the different schedule from the normal race weekend?
We use the European time. I mean, we go to sleep 5 a.m. and we wake up 1 p.m. and so we use exactly the European time. So the race is 8 o'clock p.m., which is like 2 p.m. here. So we use exactly the time that we use here during the day. So it's not it's no different. It is strange, but it's not a problem.
The track is very demanding from a physical point of view. Do you think it's one of the most tiring race in the calendar?
I think so, because it's not very physical, the track, but it's physical in the direction that you need incredible concentration, because it's very difficult track, a lot of corners, wall, everything together, you know, evening. So, and it's very hot, so it's very humid. So I think when you put all these things together, so it's a difficult race in this direction, and it's always the longest race. So the race there is always 2 hours, so it's very difficult in this direction.
From the aerodynamic point of view, Singapore is very similar to Monaco and Hungary. Based on those two races this season, how do you rate the chances of Scuderia in Singapore?
Well, in Monaco we had a good race. In Hungary, not great race. So I hope it's more like Monaco, even better than Monaco. But it's similar direction. I mean, a lot of downforce, the maximum downforce you can in the car, and it will be very difficult on the tires as well.
Yeah, you mentioned the tires. Do you think this year we could expect less degradation and therefore less pit stops, or you expect the same picture as 2011?
I expect the same picture. I expect a high degradation. We have the same tires, soft and super soft, so I expect much different compared to Monza, Spa, much more pit stops and higher degradation, similar to last year, I think.
KERS and DRS didn't provide any help to have more overtakings in Singapore?
Much more than Monaco, definitely, but anyway is difficult.
A question which is very, very common this part of the season. Any news about your future?
Not yet, so for sure the result helps a bit, but anyway, I mean, let's keep pushing, you know, having a good race, and I hope it would not be so long to have news for my future. So let's concentrate on that and try to carry on in this direction.
But is this uncertainty giving you any extra pressure?
Well, I mean, not in the race really concentrate on the future. I mean, because I have so many things to do, to concentrate on the job, you know, that you don't think about, and you don't even need to think about the future when you're driving the car, you know. For sure, I mean, when you're trying to do like a very aggressive, using a lot of risk, you know, maybe you think about, because it's important to think about at the end to finish the race, you know, as well. So, but you're not in the car thinking about your future.
This race will be very special because it will be the number 500 of the partnership between Shell and Ferrari. From a driver point of view, what you can tell us about this partnership?
Well, I have a bit of experience, so I was also on the 400 races for Shell in Ferrari, and I think it's so important, so special, important, and the Ferrari is not just a sponsor, it's a partner that gives you a lot of performance to the car, a lot of development, so when you improve the car from the first race to the last race, and you're improving every race, you're improving many areas, but in this side, on the fuel, but also on the oil, engine oil, pressure and everything, is where you can improve a lot. So is a very important job we're doing together with all the engineers from Ferrari and Shell. And I think when you see from where I started and where we are now, I think when you see the development is unbelievable.